Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we'll be looking into a topic called tenses. So you might be wondering, why am I doing a topic on tenses? Yeah, people might not know what tenses actually is. So for them, I have made a video. So let's have a look. Tenses. There are three main tenses, which is present, past, and future. And there are four sub-tenses, which is simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. There are four modes or aspects, which is positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative negative. So totally, there are three multiplied by four equals to 48 tenses. And there are three main tenses. So now let's look in detail at the three main tenses. The first one is present. What is the meaning of present? It could be now or today. What is the meaning of past? It could be something finished in the past or yesterday, a minute ago, or an hour ago, or 5 days ago, like which has happened already. Future means next, which is upcoming, like which is gonna come, which is tomorrow or the next minute or the next hour. Anything which will be coming in the future. And then let's look at the four subtenses, which is simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. So I'll tell you in detail about these four topics. Now let's move on to the next one, which is the four aspects or modes. So the first one is positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative negative. So if you see here, you might be wondering what these symbols are. Of course, these are the symbols which denote these words. For example, positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative negative. Why do you need to know about this? Okay, I'll say you. So if you see, positive is for a good sentence and negative is a non-good sentence. I mean, like in some cases, many people don't even care about what kind of positive, negative, or is it a questioning sentence or is it a conforming question sentence. Here, there are some examples of the four modes and aspects. So you might be wondering, this positive means it's a good and negative means not good. It does not mean like that. It means like saying it or it's a happy news or a sad news. That's what it meant by. Let's see for the positive first. He won the trophy, so it's a happy news, right? So it's a good thing. Like he won a trophy, so everyone's applauding him. And then the negative sentence is she is not appreciating. So if he won a trophy, she should appreciate, right? Isn't that nice? Not appreciating, of course. So that's what I meant by negative. And then interrogative is question: are they going to school? And interrogative negative is: isn't Jim going to bed early? Or is Jim not going to bed early? Like a confirming question. Okay, now let's move to the next one. Now, maybe if you have studied in school, they'll be teaching you only the 12 tenses, and you might be wondering where I get 48 tenses from. Of course, because they don't teach you the four modes or aspects, they just teach only the main tenses and the four subtenses. These are the main tenses and subtenses. So, this is how it's being constructed: present simple, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. So if you can see now, these all are being said as present. This is a group of present. Now if you can see, these four are grouped as present. This is as past and this is future. So if you can see, it's all are present and then present simple, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. So I'll show you example over here. Just a minute. So here if you can see, it's being constructed like this: present simple, past simple, future simple, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. But we don't say that, we say like present simple, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. So let's look into it. I'm just going to read this out for you. There are 12 main tenses, which is present simple, present continuous, present perfect continuous, past simple, past continuous, past perfect continuous, future simple, future continuous, future perfect continuous. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay, here we see. Now I have grouped them into simple, perfect, continuous, perfect, continuous. Like before, if you can see, I grouped them into the present. I'll show you. Like it's all are present. But now It's different. It's all simple, continuous, perfect, and then perfect continuous. So I hope you understood that. So I'm just going to read it out. Present simple, past simple, future simple, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. Present perfect, past perfect, future perfect. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. Okay, now the tenses with aspects or modes. So this is only for the present. So if you can see now, it's being said as present simple. So we only looked at this before, present and simple. Present perfect, present continuous, present perfect continuous. Now we have added these four modes or aspects, the positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative negative. If you can see. Okay, so let's begin reading. Present simple positive, present simple negative, present simple interrogative, present simple interrogative negative. So when you're writing, you can just use the symbols, like the positive. You don't need to write it, but when you're saying to someone else, you better write the word because they might not know what these are. Okay, the next is present continuous positive, present continuous negative, present continuous interrogative, and present continuous interrogative negative. Next, the present perfect positive, present perfect negative, present perfect interrogative, and present perfect interrogative negative. Okay, then we have present perfect continuous positive, present perfect continuous negative, present perfect continuous interrogative, and present perfect continuous interrogative negative. So you might be looking that these words are so long, you might be thinking this is too hard. No, it's just a word. It looks a bit long, but it's really simple if you understand the basic concept. So if you didn't understand any point in this video, you can just rewind and then check it out. Okay, next we have past. So in that, I'm going to read it out. It's just same like past simple, positive, negative, interrogative, interrogative, negative. Past continuous, positive, negative, interrogative, interrogative, negative. Past perfect, positive, negative, interrogative, interrogative, negative. Past perfect continuous, positive, negative, interrogative, interrogative, negative. So you see, it's really simple. Before we only had the past simple. So it's not a past simple. Just add this positive, negative, interrogative, interrogative, negative. Very, very simple. So it's the same with the future. Let's look at it. Yeah, look at this. The future simple positive, future simple negative. I mean, future continuous interrogative, future continuous interrogative negative, future perfect interrogative, future perfect negative. So everything is the same. You can see. So there's no difference in this positive negative, but this is being changed in this case. Okay, let's move to the next one. All right. This is the all 48 tenses that I have said you, like from the present to the past to the future. Okay, everyone. So that's all for today. See you in the next video. I'll be saying about the present simple. I'll be giving you some basic ideas of the second intro of the tenses. This was the introduction of tenses, and then I'll give you the second intro also. That's all for today, everyone. Thank you for watching. And this is the first part of the intro. So the intro second part will be coming soon. I'll be uploading it very soon, and in that we'll be looking some basics about how to construct a sentence, everything. So then we'll be looking at into present simple and then each of the tenses one by one. Okay, one. That's all for today. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we'll be looking into the tenses intro part 2. So let's begin.
What are the main components needed to make a sentence? There are three main components that is needed to make a sentence. The first is subject, and the second is verb, and the third is object. So we have an example sentence over here which is called Alex drinks water. So you might be wondering how to find a subject, verb, or object in a sentence. A subject is whom the work done by. For example, like Alex is drinking the water. So who's drinking the water? It could be Alex, it could be John, or it could be someone. Verb. So verb is action done by the subject. Like Alex. Okay, Alex or John. What is Alex doing? Is he's drinking water, or he's sitting, he's sleeping? Everything is a verb. The action done by Alex is the verb. Object is the thing. Water. So here, what is the object? It's water. Because Alex drinks. What does he drink? Water. And we can also make a sentence without an object. For example, I eat. So in this case, we don't need an object as it's not necessary. There are five forms of verbs. The first one is base, infinitive, or root verb. The second is third person singular. Third is continuous, progressive, and or ing. And the fourth is past. Fifth is past participle. So the base or root verb is the basic structure of a verb. So here I have given an example for eat and sleep. And third person singular is when a third person speaks about the verb, like eats or sleeps, like he eats very quickly. And the continuous or progressive or ing form is to add ing at the end of each base verb. And the past is which has finished. He ate rice. And the past participle is the form of a verb typically ending in ed in English, which is used in forming perfect and passive tenses, and sometimes as an adjective. Past participle is when you add en or ied or ed, so you just had to get the basic idea of it. And then, how do you put ing? There are some cases where I mean double the last letter of the word when adding ing. When we are adding or putting ing for a word that has p or t at the end and is having a vowel before p or t, then we should double the last letter, that is p or t or g. Another exception is that if there are two vowels in a word, then the last letter should not be doubled. So let's look at the first exception. That is when you put I, say put plus ing is equals to putting, you need double the t because there is a vowel u before t, and t should be doubled if there is a vowel before it. So it's called putting. And run plus ing has running with a double n because before n there's a vowel. So it will be double. The exception is in some cases when there are two vowels, we don't double it. Here there is E and A, both are vowels. And here there's two vowels, E and E. The next one. We have some examples about this. So while adding ing to words. So dig has an I, which is a vowel before G, so it's called digging. Shut, shutting. Stop, stopping. Slip, slipping. Put, putting, and rot, rotting. Then the final topic today is subjects. First person, second person, and third person. So what's the first person? It's when we talk about ourselves. And second person is when someone talks about us. And the third person is when someone talks about two people or group or some people. When he's talking about someone else from far away. So let's look at it. I and we are first person because we say I went to school, we went to a trip. So I is the singular and we is the plural. And you is singular also and a plural. We can say you for a group or you for a particular person. And then the third person is he, she, it. This all goes to the singular person, even including names like John, Alex, Mary, cat, or thing. These all could be grouped as third person singular. And they is the third person plural because when a third person look at a group of people speaking, he say they are having a lot of fun. Okay, everyone, thank you for watching. That's all for today. Stay tuned. I'll be uploading more of these tenses videos very soon. Thank you.